So after a few months of its release, we have finally seen a more efficient and cheaper way of obtaining Ancient Dust be added into the game through this unlimited ores pack. It is currently Thursday, and this is the first time we've seen the release of this pack. The way it's listed would suggest that it's just going to be in normal rotation now. I'm not sure yet whether it will be on any other days later in the week or earlier in the week, since this is the first time we have seen it. I thought I'd do a short video just going over all the things there are to know and take away from this. So previously, the only ways to get Ancient Dust was for free through All Out War, where you could get, I believe it was a maximum of 10, and then it was released for much more premium means through the likes of the Ice Dragon event, which we had a little while ago. But to actually get enough Ancient Dust to improve your badges, it was exceedingly expensive, so very few players in the game were actually able to take any great amount of their gold badges and take them all the way up to red rarity. Now, assumedly, in the more mid to long term, this will be much more achievable for mid spenders and up now. There are 3 tiers of the pack, starting from 200 black diamonds, scaling up to 1000 BD. So the pack is this. So there are 3 tiers to it, 200 BD here, 500, and 1000 at the end with a limit of 5. And you can use coupons on all tiers of this. It being released on a Thursday is quite relevant for this because it's actually quite a good day to get coupons on. You have Path of Ascendance on Thursdays, and you also have the new Blessing of 7 pack, which is the Reforge Ore and Battle Diamond pack. Both of them are the self-discounting packs, which give coupons at each tier. So for example, the way I bought this on release was I bought Path of Ascendance 10 and then 25, and then bought this first tier for 100, and then I bought Blessing of 7 for 10, 25, 100, and bought this second tier for 250, and I think that was 520 BD, and that was enough to upgrade 4 of my gold badges up to red with just that. So for me, I'll probably end up doing that every Thursday at this point, for as long as I need to get the badges I want up to red now. The full progression of this is 86 Ancient Dust here, so you can rush it if you're willing to spend that much. But I think for most mid-spenders, mostly because of the relevance of couponing, you'll probably want to just stick to these first 2 tiers, because you got to remember as well, you need the gold badges in excess to actually take these badges up to red. So realistically, there's not a huge rush in this whatsoever, because if you rush it too fast, you might get everything up to red quicker, but you're probably going to end up doing it inefficiently, and you might leave yourself in a bit of a mess needing to fill out your badges in a bit of a weird way because you just don't have enough golds to fill out the rest of the slots. It's also giving another way to get the total badges. They have been exceedingly hard to get throughout the lifetime of the game, so this will help you tick up your numbers there, although it isn't in any great numbers. So realistically, you're not going to be rushing all your total badges up to gold through this whatsoever. I think it's just a bit of a cherry on top. The real key to this pack is very much the Ancient Dust there. So the things we can get with this, you're obviously going to want to be prioritizing your attack badges, ideally. Totals are the best thing you can get with these, but that's just going to be irrelevant to literally everyone watching this video, I imagine, so it's not really worth talking about. The main things all of us will probably be thinking about are the defense, health, and attacks, and potentially the CCS badges as well, which are a little bit more expensive, needing 20 each. I'd realistically prioritize it as attack, then health, because it's a bit cheaper, then the token badges, then defense. And before you throw yourself into potentially upgrading a lot of these in bulk, just think forwards and look at the badges you actually have available and make sure that you can still round out your set of 32 badges in a way which will be better than this. Because if you only have 4 gold attack badges, for example, and you turn them into a red, 4 gold attacks will be 55% more attack than that one red badge. So it needs to be the red badge plus the other 3 open spots that result in better stats. Otherwise, it's pointless. Even 1 red and 3 purples would be 10% less stats than just 4 golds. So be careful of that. And if you are looking to buy this, perhaps on a weekly basis at this point, you will potentially want to look at ways of farming badges a bit more. So I'd keep on top of rebel group killing, blitzing at least, use your endurance items. Lucky discount with 90% discounts is the cheapest way to buy with black diamonds. And you could potentially, if you have the diamonds to source it, buy up the gold badge chest from the VIP shop as well if you're really looking to rush it.